Kim Jong-un, North Korea's supreme leader, and his younger sister, Kim Yo-jong. Something unthinkable happened between them. It started when Kim Yo-jong's husband, Woo In-hak, vanished without a trace. He was called Pyongyang's second-in-command. Then one night, he disappeared. Gone. What happened in that room? Just before he vanished, Woo In-hak left his closest aide a chilling warning. Under his desk, investigators found a secret ledger. Even South Korea's National Intelligence Service was stunned by what it contained. We're revealing the hidden truth about North Korea's highest power circle. Every subscription and like helps bring North Korea's buried secrets to light. December 15th, 2022. Pyongyang's winter wind cut like a blade that night. I'll never forget it. My name is Park Chul-min. For 20 years, I served as chief of staff to Woo In-hak, Kim Yo-jong's husband. It was 2 a.m. An emergency summons came. I rushed to the Party Central building. The moment I opened the door, I froze. Woo In-hak's office door smashed to pieces. Inside looked like a war zone. Security agents in leather jackets stuffed documents into sacks. Broken nameplates littered the floor. He was gone. No trace. Seeing that destruction, my mind went blank. Then it hit me the strange signs he'd shown over the past month. Looking back, it was all there. Fall 2022, his schedule started falling apart. Important meetings canceled on the day. Late-night summons to Kim Jong-un's residence became frequent. He'd return at dawn, shirt soaked with sweat. During phone calls, he'd glance around nervously. Even in his own office, he spoke carefully. I should have known. Someone was listening. The blade was at his throat. A week earlier, he'd called me in late. "Comrade Park, come here a moment." His face was pale, hands trembling. He gripped my hand tight, whispered like a last will. "Comrade Park, something feels wrong. If anything happens to me, you won't be safe either. There's only one way out for you." He pressed a small key into my palm. His eyes were bloodshot. "When that time comes, my study desk. Tear out the bottom panel. Your lifeline is there." I didn't understand then, thought he was just overworked, stressed. But now, facing that empty office and those security bureau agents, the truth was clear. That warning became reality. Woo In-hak was purged. Next on the list, me. My legs shook as I moved. I slipped past the agents, ran toward his private residence. I had to find it before they tore the desk apart. I ran through empty streets. It was 3 a.m. Pyongyang was dead silent, but my mind raced with his final words. "Tear out the desk bottom." 2 security bureau vehicles sat at the residence gate. They were already here. My heart pounded. I circled to the back entrance. The guard was dozing. Night shifts are always the weakest in the north. Cold weather, exhaustion. I climbed the wall, dropped into the rear garden. The study was at the end of the second floor. As I crept up the stairs, voices drifted from the first floor parlor. Agents searching through papers. Drawers opening. I held my breath, moved step by step. The hallway light was on, someone might pass through. I pressed against the wall, reached the study door, tried the handle. Unlocked, thankfully. Creak. Even that small sound made me sweat. I slipped inside, closed the door. Only moonlight came through the window. I couldn't use a flashlight, the glow would give me away. I felt my way to the desk. The key he gave me, I pulled it out with shaking hands. Opened the drawer. Empty. "The bottom panel," he said. I got on the floor, felt underneath the desk. My fingers caught something. A wood panel, slightly loose. A keyhole. I inserted the key, turned. Click. The panel opened. Inside lay a thin notebook and a slip of paper. I held it up to the moonlight. My breath stopped. "Comrade Kim Il-sung. Heart disease. 1982 stroke. Died. Comrade Kim Jong-il. Diabetes, heart disease, 2011 heart attack. Died. Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. High blood pressure. Diabetes. Obesity. 2022 heart surgery. 3 generations of the Kim family. Every medical detail. Kim Jong-un's current health crisis. In the north, the leader's health is the highest classified secret. Recording this death sentence, I turned the page. Notes on power succession. The subtle power struggle between Kim Yo-jong and Kim Jong-un. Analysis of the succession structure. Why would he document this? The last slip had a phone number in Chinese. Yanji, Park Chul-soo, broker. Footsteps on the stairs. Security bureau agents. Search the second floor! I shoved the notebook inside my shirt, replaced the panel. No choice but the window. Second floor, but the flower bed was right below. I opened the window, jumped, thud. My ankle twisted. Didn't matter. I scrambled over the wall, ran into the alley. I ran through dawn streets until I reached home. Gasping, I locked my door, pulled out the notebook, opened it again. The realization came then. This is why Woo In-hak died. He knew about Kim Jong-un's health crisis. He knew succession secrets. Now I was the only one who knew. I'm next. I die too. My family gets dragged in under collective punishment. I hid the notebook deep in my wardrobe, but I knew it was only a matter of time. Next morning, emergency summons for all Secretariat staff. December 16th, 2022, the day after Woo In-hak vanished. I walked into the conference room and froze. Kim Yo-jong sat there, face cold as stone. Security Bureau officials lined both sides. Staff members trembled, heads down. Kim Yo-jong spoke. Her voice was ice. Woo In-hak has been identified as an anti-party, anti-revolutionary element. His closest associates will naturally be held accountable. Her gaze swept over us one by one. You couldn't have been unaware. You served him most closely. All of you are under investigation. Senior Lee beside me, his hands shook. We'd worked together 20 years. He knew what investigation meant. Death sentence. After the meeting, 2 security agents grabbed Senior Lee's arms. Comrade Lee, come with us. No. I knew nothing. I swear. His cries echoed through the hall. No one looked. In the north, if you're seen helping, you get dragged away too. Everyone turned away. From that day, our secretariat lost 1 person daily. A week later, word came Senior Lee sent to a political prison camp. His family, too. Even his 15-year-old granddaughter. 3 generations punished. The Korean War wasn't this brutal. Mid-January 2023, Junior Choi got taken. 2 days of forced self-criticism. He returned with his face destroyed. Days later, he vanished too. No one said where. By February, 12 staff reduced to 5. Then shadows fell on me. One morning heading to work, I felt someone following. Turned around, unfamiliar face, but the eyes told me. Security Bureau surveillance team. Outside my home, at work, everywhere, shadows followed. Early March, my son Jun-ho got summoned at his workplace. A cabinet official questioned him. Has your father been acting strange recently? What does he say at home? My 25-year-old son called, voice shaking. Father, what should I tell them? My heart tore apart. I'd dragged my son into danger. My wife, Miran, faced pressure at the hospital. The director called her in. What's your husband doing at home lately? Hiding anything? Every night, my wife cried. Honey, are we getting dragged away? What about the children? My daughter Soo-jin, 22, got ostracized at school. Friends whispered, traitor's daughter. One night, I gathered my family. I'm sorry. Because of me, you're all. My son asked, Father, what do we do? The truth struck then. Stay here, we all die. Like Senior Lee's family prison camp. Like Junior Choi disappeared. I had one option. That night, I pulled out Woo In-hak's notebook from deep in the wardrobe, stared at the Chinese broker's number on the last slip. We had to escape, take my family, flee North Korea. Only way to survive. Can you imagine? Leaving the land you've lived on for 50 years. Terrifying. But I had to protect my children. Any parent knows you save your children no matter what. That night, I began planning our escape. April 2023. I carefully called China. The number Woo In-hak left. Hello, Mr. Park Chul-soo? Who's calling? From Yanji. I need help with something. Long silence on the line. The broker understood. How many people? 4. My whole family. Pyongyang's too hard. Come to Hamgyong province. Chuseok holiday would be best. Escaping Pyongyang is nearly impossible. You've heard how intense the checkpoints are. I had to reach Hamgyong province, the Tumen River's there. I applied for a visit permit my mother in my hometown, Hamhung. Claimed she was ill. Felt guilty, but survival left no choice. One night in May, I gathered my family in the living room. Truth is, we're in danger. Stay longer, we get dragged to camps. My wife's face went white. Then, what do? We escape. Cross into China. My son shot up. Defect? Father, that's better than dying, isn't it? After long silence, my family nodded. All summer, I contacted the broker secretly, prepared. Gathered intel on Tumen River border security, which sections were weak, when patrol shifts changed. Chuseok holiday period was safest. Even border guards let down their guard during festivals. Late August, final family meal together. We made Pyongyang cold noodles, prepared it carefully, like a birthday feast. Might be our last. After dinner, my wife asked quietly, "What about your parents? Your parents in Hamhung?" My heart tore. I couldn't bring my elderly parents. They were over 80, couldn't handle crossing the Tumen River. I'll visit them one last time. I cried alone that night, becoming an unfilial son, abandoning my parents. Mid-September, finally bought train tickets to Hamhung. Said it was holiday homecoming. At Pyongyang Station, boarding the train, I looked back. A land I'd never see again. September 23rd, 2023. Stepping off at Hamhung Station, the Songcheon River's smell hit me. That same smell from childhood dried pollock. Home. But I knew this was goodbye. Arrived at my parents' house. Father, 83. Mother, 79. Both looked so much older. "Our son's here!" Mother was delighted, but I couldn't meet her eyes, leaving them behind. Next morning before dawn, I went alone to my grandparents' graves. Knelt. Bowed. "Grandfather, grandmother, forgive me. Your unfilial grandson is running away. Please watch over father and mother." Tears wouldn't stop. Over 50 years old, when was the last time I cried like this? Walking back, I revisited childhood memory places. Sungcheon River Embankment. School playground where we ran with friends. Market alleys where father held my hand. You know how it is, no matter how poor, home calls to you. Chuseok Day, September 27th evening, final meal at home. Mother grilled pollock. Ham-hung pollock, my favorite childhood dish. Son, eat plenty. When will you eat this again in Pyongyang? My heart broke. I wasn't going back to Pyongyang, would never see them again. After dinner, father and I went to the yard alone. Bright moon. Father, stay healthy. 1. I might not visit often. That's fine. Your work keeps you busy. Father didn't know. This was our final goodbye. Father, I love you. Why say that suddenly? I embraced him. How frail his back had become. Didn't want to let go. 11 p.m. We left the house with my family. Told my parents we were catching the night train to Pyongyang. Travel safely. Take care. Mother waved. I couldn't look back. Looking back, I'd collapse. The broker's truck waited at the alley entrance. We hid among cargo in the truck bed. 4 of us crouched. Couldn't move. The truck rattled north. 3 hours to the Tumen River. Past 2 checkpoints. Guards searched the cargo, but it was a holiday they checked casually, let us through. 2 a.m. Reached the border village, the broker whispered. Patrol shift change at 4 a.m. We cross in that gap. We went down to the riverbank, the Tumen River. Narrower than I thought, but the current was fast. September. Yet the water felt like ice. Sending your family first. The broker led my wife and children first. I stayed back. Watched the surroundings. My wife entered the water, that same river where pollock dried. The children followed, teeth clenched. Then lights in the distance. Patrol unit. Hurry, the broker urged. I dove in. Ice-cold water engulfed me. Couldn't breathe, but I pushed forward. Stop there! Patrol unit shouting. Gunshots. Bang, bang! I ducked underwater, heart ready to burst. Couldn't see my wife and children. Please, please be safe. Current pushed me along, but I kept swimming, arms shaking. Never thought a 50-year-old body could do this. Across the river, dark shapes. Chinese soil. Finally, my hands gripped dirt on the far bank. Crawled up. My whole body trembled. Cold? Fear? Couldn't tell. Honey! My wife's voice. Ahead, my wife and children waited. All safe. Father! My son helped me up. We made it. Our whole family survived. But relief was brief. Looking back across the Tumen River, flashlight beams danced. Chase would begin. We must move fast, the broker urged. We ran into darkness, toward freedom, but also toward new terror. The broker drove us through darkness. An hour maybe, we reached a Korean-Chinese village, a worn farmhouse. Hide here for a few days. The security bureau will chase into China. North Korea's Security Bureau pursues defectors across borders. You've heard on the news they cooperate with Chinese police, capture people. The homeowner was a 60-something Korean-Chinese grandmother. You poor souls. Come in. How comforting to hear our language. Grandmother made warm rice soup. First proper meal in days. We came from the north long ago, too. Same blood, aren't we? Tears welled in grandmother's eyes. But we couldn't relax. Third day, the broker rushed in. There's a bounty on you. Security bureaus searching like mad. A high-ranking Pyongyang defection. Enormous for North Korea. Your family goes separately. 4 moving together draws too much attention. My heart sank. Just reunited, now separating again. Your wife and children go to Laos first. You come later. Why me later? You're the most dangerous. Heaviest pursuit. Give your wife the secret ledger. I handed Woo In-hok's notebook to my wife. Guard this with your life. Must deliver it in South Korea. Honey, you have to make it. My wife's voice shook. A week later, my family left first. Another separation. Father, see you soon. My son waved. The car drove away. I shaved my head, put on glasses. Disguise. Hid in grandmother's storage shed for a month. Every night, nightmares. Security Bureau capturing me. Family dragged away. Early November, a South Korean arrived. A missionary. Brother, I'll help you. Tears came. Like an angel God sent. Your family already reached Laos. We'll send you soon, too. Thank you. Truly. The missionary handed me a forged passport. Take this to Bangkok. From there, South Korean embassy. Mid-November. Finally time to leave China. In the car to the airport, I kept looking back. Worried pursuers might come. Boarded the plane. As it took off, relief washed over me. Through the window, Chinese land fell away. And far beyond North Korea, home. My parents. I closed my eyes. Only the final journey to freedom remained. Bangkok Airport, November 21st. Hot, humid air wrapped around me. I took a taxi to the address the missionary gave. South Korean embassy. My heart raced. This was the final gate. I stood at the embassy entrance, breathed deep, walked in. I'm an asylum seeker from North Korea. The staff looked at me startled. I worked at Pyongyang Party Central Building, chief of staff to Kim Yo-jong's husband. Immediately met with a consul. Told my story in the office. Woo In-hok's purge, the study infiltration, the secret ledger. Do you have evidence? My wife has it. Coming from Laos. 3 days later, my family arrived. Reunion at Bangkok Embassy. Honey! I held my wife tight. My son, my daughter, 2 months apart. The ledger? My wife pulled it from inside her clothes. Woo In-hok's notebook. Safe. The consul opened it. His face hardened. This is extraordinary intelligence. I'll report to headquarters immediately. A week later, we boarded a flight to Incheon. December 5th, 2023. The plane landed at Incheon Airport. When the wheels touched ground, tears burst out. Welcome to the Republic of Korea. The in-flight announcement. The land of freedom. Leaving the airport, cold wind blew, but different from North Korea's cold. The air of freedom. Father, we did it! My son smiled. Yes, we did. National Intelligence Service staff greeted us, said we'd go to Hanawon. Through the car window, Seoul's lights glowed. Never saw a city so bright. A new beginning. A place to live without fear. Free land. 3 months at Hanawon felt like a dream. For the first time, I could criticize Kim Jong-un, could curse Kim Yo-jong. No one arrested me. One day, a fellow defector showed me YouTube on his phone, a video criticizing Kim Yo-jong. We can speak freely like this. This is freedom. Tears came. This is freedom. Finishing orientation, my first trip to a mart shocked me. Products overflowed. Rice, meat, fruit. No ration cards needed. Money bought anything, anytime. Honey, is this all real? My wife looked just as amazed. Finding a convenience store at dawn shocked me more. Open 24 hours? Unimaginable in the North. Multiple national intelligence interviews. I explained the secret ledger contents point by point. Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un's health condition. Woo In-hok documented this directly. This is historic testimony. Thank you. The investigator spoke seriously. A year since settling. My son got a company job. Daughter transferred to university. My wife and I found small jobs. But every night, Hum comes back. How are my parents? Do they know I defected? Did they get punished? I miss the Songchon River smell, grilled pollock smell, the alleys where I ran as a child. I told my son, Junho, never forget how precious freedom is. I know, Father. Friends, I came from a divided nation in 2025. From a land where the same people aim guns at each other. I hope our generation sees reunification. Want to step on home soil again. Want to bow at my parents' graves. May the Kim family tyranny end. May 25 million compatriots in the North taste freedom. Until that day, I'll testify. Tell the world the truth I witnessed. Freedom isn't free. You risk your life to gain it.